So the long journey to the summit of European football starts with the opening fixture of the Champions League. So quite a contest we have in store. Just listen to the noise level from the stands. And so the distinctive sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem. A quick look at the lineups. We're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Rudiger pumps it forwards, boots it upfield. Diogo Dalot goes long and forward. Bellingham. Goes for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, I think the early signs have been very good for them. They've already got that defence unsettled, and now they've got to back it up.
Played it early. Header! Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, with him being under pressure from a couple of opponents, I thought he showed real determination to get some sort of attempted goal, and we have to give him credit at least for that.
It out to the flank. Looks like a good ball through. Fired in. Tries the volley. Fair effort. He reacted well.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
I just really like the way they've started with such intensity, Peter.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Looks to slip it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, the idea was crafty, but the weight of the pass was just a little light.
Diogo Dalot. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Tries a through ball. Rudiger knocks it away. And the volley. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, much more than a routine save from me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
Bruno Fernandes standing over it. Mbappe, neither side yet able to find the net. Now the pass. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Gets it back, tries to get it forward quickly. Passes it through. Chance! Big chance! That had everyone off their seats.
Well, how close can you get? That must have been a matter of inches.
Tchouaméni. Valverde. Mendy. Vinicius Junior. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Tries a through ball. Bruno Fernandes. Ball's out on the left now. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Decent ball.
Well, he rushed into that and didn't give anyone a chance to get on the end of it.
Thiago. Well positioned to make that interception. And he's made certain that won't get through. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance.
Ambitious to say the least. He seemed to be in a hurry to get that in.
Bellingham. Tchouaméni. It's an entertaining game, this. Both teams have had chances, but it is still 0-0. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Alaba positions himself well and cuts it out. Thiago. Come back to the keeper. Courtois gets it upfield. Well, they could break here. Plays a clever pass. And he's there to hoof it away. Ball is over the line. Deflected over the goal line for a corner. was always going to be the keepers. And we hit half-time. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we're underway again.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are...
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Massive leap! Good delivery, but no joy.
Real Madrid had players queuing in the box in that situation, and they've still got nothing to show for it. What a complete and utter waste. They've come out of the dressing room firing on all cylinders now. We could be in for quite a second half here.
Diogo Dallo. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes.
Right place, right time. It was just as well the defender was on hand to mop it up.
Gets his foot in there. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Gets it into the middle.
That's a cracking strike, and it may have stung the palms of the keeper.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, good interception. Bellingham. Looks like a good ball through. Can he find a finish now? Nicely controlled. That really should have hit the net.
Yeah, not only do they hit fast on the counter-attack, Peter, but they show terrific effort and desire in getting forward in good numbers.
Mbappe. Hit into the middle. Bellingham looks to slip it through. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And he's cut it out. Valverde gets it away. Real Madrid have a sub ready to come on. Hurtles into the tackle. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. They've managed to get it away. The Red Devils are seeking to correct a bad recent habit of conceding goals around this time. Spoon forward. Now the pass. Now can he finish? He can get that clear. It'll be a throw-in. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Taps it into the area. Oh, great save, real class.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
Towering header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Oh, they really wanted that. There's so many players in the box. Everyone's committed to attack now.
Passes it through. And the header! Oh, what a lovely delivery. It deserved better.
In this game, you're always striving to gain an advantage or produce a little surprise element to things, and the quicker the delivery, I think, the more chance you have, and they should have done better there.
Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Battles to win it back. Mbappe. De Ligt knocks it towards the front. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Courtois gets it upfield. Now here's the through ball. A chance! And he's whipped it in low. Same again, same outcome.
Yeah, they should be out of sight, and they're not because of a little sloppiness in front of goal.
Looks like a good ball through. Good clearance and very necessary. Camavinga.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
It's a loose ball. Forward it goes. Tries a through ball. Matches Cunha. And he has been fouled there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Oh, that's nicely done. He has it out wide now. Lovely feet. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Bruno Fernandes. Alexander-Arnold into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Aim forward. Bruno Fernandes. Out to the left it goes. And through to the goalkeeper. And that is that. Well, they've got a point. 3, of course, were preferable, but up and running for a new campaign. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It could have been both better or worse, so a draw will be a happy compromise, I think, to open their group account. It always helps to have something to build on, and I think this will do nicely.
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. And our live game is West Ham against Manchester United. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Here are the lineups we've just been given. That gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Gonzalo Higuain. He is a proper striker, Peter, in that he always seems to know where the goal is and doesn't particularly mind how he gets the ball across the line. He's exceptionally good at picking out precise finishes whilst under pressure. So the opposition defence are going to have their work cut out, making sure he doesn't get a sniff or two here.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Umbuemo tries a through ball. Higuain ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Higuain passes it through. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that's what's called setting your stall out. They've begun with great conviction and efforts at goal are mounting up. This is good play.
Higuain with a long pass out wide. Weston were quick to defend their manager in the wake of criticisms levelled at him in recent days.
Look, some of the scrutiny is a bit over the top these days, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But he really didn't help himself. His decision-making was puzzling, to say the least.
Thiago, Wilson gets his foot in there. United looking really energetic early on. It is a high press. Well played, he saw that coming. They've managed to get it away. Higuain. And it's Wilson. Looks like a good ball through. Higuain's cross. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Bruno Fernandes, played out to the right. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, and the vision to get him through was all good, but the execution of the pass wasn't quite right. But importantly, he's holding his line until the very last moment, and that will pay off.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Bruno Fernandes battles to win it back. Looks to slip it through. Rodriguez gets it away. Royce did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Maguire. Of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal. Precious little attacking threat. Into the channel. Away from immediate danger. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Dembele. Well positioned to make that interception. And he's cut it out. Bruno Fernandes boots it upfield. Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
Rodriguez. Decent ball. Lucas Paqueta with the ball through. Bruno Fernandes. Now the pass. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Forward it goes. Royce. Dembele passes it through. He comes flying in! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
I thought he did really well to sneak under the noses of the defence like that. Could he have done better with the finish? Well, the diving headers, they're not easy, are they?
Goes wide. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Defence has got rid of that. Massive leap! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Yeah, the cross was decent, but probably should have been dealt with defensively. At least he was nice and alert. But you have to say that it was made even easier because of the marking. It just wasn't tight enough.
Knocks it towards the front. Areola gets it upfield. Higuain with the ball through. Shaw. And it's half-time here. How would you review the first half?
Look, I think sometimes they're crossing for crossing's sake. It's percentage football. The more balls you get in the box, the likelier it is to score. Well, that's good to a point, but they also need an alternative.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Can he finish? An absolute thunderbolt! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The second half sparked straight into life!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
West Ham break the deadlock.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Fine defending there. The Red Devils won a tight game last time out and look to build on that. Bowen. Todibo. Looks like a good ball through. Matches Cunha tries a through ball, and he's made certain that won't get through. So a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Has a pop! Saved only by poor finishing.
He was right in front of goal, and he probably should have scored, to be fair.
Looks to slip it through. Matches Cunha! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
I think there's always that danger that the defence can get exploited in that way. That must have served as a real wake-up call to them.
Gets up to head it! They've done it! The second half off to a spectacular start. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking...
And he has been fouled there. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Great reaction. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Higuain cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Yeah, I think if he's going to make better progress, then he's going to need to find a little more space, and I think his team can help out by getting one or two others around him to give him a bit more support as well, because at this moment he's just been crowded out and he's not having the impact on the game that he should.
Rodriguez, has he found his man? Put a stop to that. He's made sure that that won't get through. All the way back and they start again. Keeper's got good distance on that. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Thiago thrust towards the front line. Tries a through ball. It out. Areola gets it upfield. Royce looking to get on the end of this. Wilson fires from distance.
Well, this is when your experienced players should come to the fore. They've got to help them keep it better than this.
It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Rodriguez. Good idea, just poorly executed. Weston keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Pumps it upfield. Plays it out to the wing. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Manchester United seeking to maximise the moment.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well. That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refused to allow a turn.
Maguire is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Yeah, now that he's scored, this defence is on high alert whenever he goes anywhere near the ball.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. It was long and forward. Lofted into the middle.
Ambitious to say the least. He seemed to be in a hurry to get that in.
Full crew. Looks like a good ball through. Now here's the through ball. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. The defence can get it clear. Out wide to the right. Now the pass. Aimed long and direct. Oh, that's a waste. Mount. Ball swung in. And he's there to hoof it away. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, no winner here, but an intriguing game. The result probably a fair reflection. It has finished all square.